I cannot believe I'm going to talk about Jurassic World. I really didn't want to, but I feel like I'm the only one since this did make over $1 billion worldwide. So obviously I'm missing something, but watching it again, I still don't like anything about this. What makes me not like this movie even more than I should is that this is considered a sequel to the original trilogy, mainly the first movie, since the film does mention characters from the first film and show remnants of Jurassic Park. What's the main draw of this Jurassic World is the park is up and running again, and you see it as a full-fledged theme park with people visiting and seeing all of its attractions. But I feel we don't see enough of it. We see these parts with two of our main cast, Gray and Zach. Both these kids to me are very annoying and make these scenes hard to watch. Gray is just a little kid who is excited to see dinosaurs, so I can understand that. He's happy to be there and spend time with his brother, but Zach is truly an awful person. In the very beginning of the movie, we see him saying goodbye to his girlfriend since they will be gone for a week, so we see he is in a relationship. Then scenes later, we see him on a cruise ship already staring at other girls, so already we know this teen is not loyal to his girl. And it's not just this part, it's also on the gyrosphere, and when they are on the monorail, we can even see he is actually flirting with them, so that makes him even a bajillion times worse. Oh my goodness, then our two other main cast, Claire and Owen. These two are absolute boring and not funny to watch. Every scene these two have just make me shut off the whole movie, and the fact that we learned they went on a date previously makes this even worse. Claire isn't a likable character at all. She barely knows anything about her nephews, doesn't even know how old they are. Even Owen tells her this, and I don't even care about him either. He acts like this big tough guy just because he trains raptors and knows how to control them. I've gone over 4 people of the main cast and already can see each has no likability whatsoever. The only returning character from Jurassic Park is Henry Wu. For some reason, he is, I guess, kind of a villain. He was just a regular scientist in JP, but here in World, he has a crazy desire to innovate and create new dinosaur species that never existed, so he's not really annoying, just randomly confusing. Wait, never mind. The villain is this fat oaf Victor Hoskins, who wants to use the raptors as military weapons to replace human soldiers. I feel this character was so pointless. His scenes are boring, comes off as extremely typical villain you can see in any low-rate movie. He comes off as just generic, and I don't see any point of his character, so I can't really do much of here. Then there's Simon Maserati, who owns Jurassic World and took over John Hammond's vision. His character just seems like a generic businessman. Same with Hoskins, but you understand why they both were very, cookie cutter and no point of developing when you watch the whole movie. And how could you not forget about these 2 people that work in the control room? I don't even remember their names, and I honestly don't care to. They are absolute atrocious to watch and super annoying. I have no clue why these have such a big part in the movie, or as much screen time as they got. About an hour into the movie is when we start to see Isla Nublar going into chaos with the release of the Indominus Rex. This is our new dinosaur which escapes out of its containment unit. Oh man, why does the first death in the movie have to be the Hispanic dude? Why couldn't it have been this fat guy? Oh wait, he dies anyway, but still. So before everything falls apart, we only get small glimpses at Jurassic World in its full operating form. We see the main entranceway, the museum, the petting zoo, and the gyrosphere. But adding up all the minutes we see these, it adds to 13, and that's a very kind estimation since I rounded off. And as a subtraction from that, we get a cameo from the worst talk show of all time, Jimmy Fallon. Of course Universal wants to shove him down our throats and make him the most watched and exposed every chance they have. Jeez, this is just disgusting. So in watching everything fall apart and seeing how everybody is annoying, I'm thinking maybe the movie's making everybody not likable, so when the dinosaurs start eating everybody, we will get a nice satisfaction since that's what we really want to see is dinosaurs destroying everything. Which is half right. We get to see the lady that was supposed to take care of Zack and Gray, and she gets destroyed by the pterodactyls. You also see Maserati get killed off, and I think in a pretty lame way. We see in the beginning he knows how to fly a copter, so when they need a pilot, he offers to fly, and this scene makes it look like he's going to save the day. But no, minutes later, he gets struck by pterodactyls and crashes and blows up. I think it's pretty obvious that Hoskins dies, and by a raptor also, so that was expected, so we were seeing quite a bit of characters killed off. I was really hoping these two losers would get attacked, but no, they just have some awkward goodbye scene that makes me shake my head in disappointment. So once Claire and Owen meet up with Zach and Gray, ew, that's gross. Why would anybody want to kiss Claire? She's a terrible person, but Owen is also, so I guess it works out. Fast forward to the Raptors versing the I-Rex, and this part, I'll admit, is the only cool part of the movie, but it's extremely ruined. We see the T-Rex from Jurassic Park is unleashed to fight with the Indominus Rex. Now, if you know me, I'm a huge Power Rangers fan, so I enjoy giant monster battles with cities breaking and monsters battling each other's brains out, so when this happens, I'm excited. But too bad it only lasts about 2 minutes and keeps cutting away to these four trying not to get struck with all the destruction mess. This is where I was expecting for at least like Owen or Claire getting attacked, but one of these, but no, and I have no clue why. That's what we all wanted to see. Just a perfectly good moment and it turned into more disappointment. It's amazing how truly horrible this turned out. It's a movie about dinosaurs. How could you make this by any means a bad movie? It barely feels like a Jurassic Park movie. It mostly plays a new theme, and the original theme only plays in the beginning, and it feels like it doesn't belong, like it was tacked on, which is what I'm sure exactly what they did. This entire movie feels like a big budget sci-fi original movie. I actually think they did a dinosaur movie. Yeah, I think they actually did. If that was made with a bigger budget and had a Jurassic Park references slapped all over the movie, it would be the exact same. I honestly believe the only reason people like this because the end of the movie ends on a high note with the T-Rex and I-Rex battling. If it had not been for that ending, I think this wouldn't be as loved as much. That battle is the only cool idea but executed poorly, at least in my mind. Jurassic World may have introduced new fans to Jurassic Park franchise, which I'm sure is what the studio's sole intention was, but it disappoints every fan that grew up and loved Jurassic Park.